All right, guys, it's Aaron with Speed Doctor. We're going to go through the assembly of our original passenger side low mount alternator mount. This is on a Mazir 55-gallon pump. The same assembly will apply for your mechanical pumps, your Proform, the regular Mazir, and the Moroso electric pump as well. So we'll go through this real quick. It's very simple. First thing you're going to do is you're going to pull these bolts off the very far passenger side of your water pump. These go through your pump and your timing cover into your block. You might get a little bit of a spillage because it does go through the water jacket and the case of the pump. This is on a 302. Same thing applies for 351 9.5 deck engines. It's no difference. So we'll pull these out. Those are out. Keep your hands clean here. Next thing in the kit, you're going to have two small spacers. You're going to have these two. You're going to have your main bracket, and you're going to have two long 5/16 bolts, about 6.5 inches long a piece. You're going to slide these bolts through like that. Put your spacers on the back side of the bracket. These will line up on those holes that we just took those other bolts out. If I can find the hole here. Just like that. Tighten these down. Leave everything a little loose until you get to your final assembly, when you're going to tighten everything down. These are 5/16. Take a 1/2 inch wrench or 1/2 inch socket. Get them a little loose, a little bit of play there. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put there's a black stud that'll be in your kit, and a standoff piece also. We'll take this stud. It's a 7/16 thread. Screw that into your head. Hand tight's fine. You can put a little Allen wrench on it if you want to. Just make sure it's all the way in. Good and tight. Take this, your standoff with the hex against the head. It has to be against the head. That's how it's designed for strength. Take that, tighten that all the way down. Grab a pressing wrench.
What is that?
Adjustable wrench.
Is that a 1 inch?
Yeah, or 1 inch.
So yeah.
Yeah, the hex is machined for 1 inch, or you can use a crescent. Don't use channel locks. You'll end up looking pretty gnarly. So you don't have to go Godzilla on it. Just good and tight. Next thing, we'll take our alternator. And see how that fits right on the money, basically. That's a Ford Case 3G alternator, 2G's no different. This is a 7/16 bolt, so it is a 5/8 socket. Get a socket here real quick, or a wrench rather, either way. So do that. Bring this down. That'll snug up like that. Leave it a little loose. And that's it really for the main bracket and the bolts. We'll grab the tensioner. We have a tensioner here. It's just a manual belt tensioner. In the kit, I include 2 fine thread bolts and lock nuts. Some of the alternators have a through hole. Some of them are threaded for 3/8. If you have a threaded one, you can reuse your old bolt or get a grade 8 horse thread. Tensioner rod will go. Bolt will go in the front here on the bracket. Put a washer on behind the Heim link. Put your nut on. Screw all that together. Get you a 9/16 wrench. And these you can lock down. They're swivel, so there's no worries there. Oh, wrong one. Drop the wrench like that, that's perfect. It's going to be a little tight because it's a nylock nut. I do that so, you know, these engines have vibration. Don't want stuff coming loose. Good and tight. So now you still can swivel, no problem.